Hello and welcome to the finale of ANWB Season 24. It's been a long season, just 3 athletes remain. First up is Theo Frater. He's made it to Stage 2, I believe, 3 times, and he's never cleared it. Flies through the cannonball drop, now on to the peg lache. He's 6'3", so he has an advantage. He might actually be able to static this obstacle. We saw Bilbo 2K jump straight to the second set of pegs last season. Theo goes to the pegs, and he makes it. Theo Frater is just one pull-up away from clearing Stage 2 for the first time ever. Kind of gets a little boost, a chin up there, and he makes it. Theo Frater moving on to Stage 3. Next up is Lucy Butstein. She is the only girl to ever achieve total victory. She did that 1 season ago. It was her first time ever clearing Stage 2. Can she do it for the 2nd season in a row? It'd be crazy. It'll be the 2nd time clearing city finals for the 2nd season in a row, too. Lucy, having trouble with the pegs, grabs it, and now has to make it to the other pegs. She had trouble with this last season and barely was able to make it. But circular momentum, we saw that kill her brother, I believe in Season 22. A sketchy camera angle right now, but she makes it. And she grabs the pegs just one pull-up away, but running really low on time is Lucy. I believe she's at about 37, 38 seconds right now. She's got to go. She makes the pull-up, and she barely makes it to the buzzer in time. Lucy's moving on too. Next up is Wilson Bob. He's cleared Stage 2 just once out of the 4 times he's attempted it. This is his 5th time. He cleared it, I believe, on his 2nd try back in Season 4. And now the big jump to the pegs for Will. He's just a few inches shorter than Lucy. We gave Lucy a chair. Will gets no such luxury. Makes it to the peg, but now has to cross over. Got to get your hands on both pegs, and he does. And now Wilson Bob is just one pull-up away, too. Oh, and he misses the bar. And Will is running very low on time, too. Will has to make it to that bar. He makes it. Oh, hold on with his fingertips. The pull-up. Can he do it? Yes. Wilson Bob is moving on to Stage 3. So there's the Stage 3 course. 3 athletes will be running it. First up will be Lucy Butstein, the only girl to ever achieve total victory. Then it will be Wilson Bob. He will be running 2nd. After that is Theo Frater, the 6'3" giant. First up is Lucy Butstein. This is her 2nd time in a row on Stage 3. Going to make short work of this ring toss. Just 2 moves. Gets it on those 2 pegs with the blue lines. Now she's onto the pegboard straight into the small cliffhanger. This is going to be trouble for someone as small as her. But look at this. I believe she's reaching straight up to the cliffhanger. Yes. Doesn't even bother moving pegs. And she touches both cliffhanger ledges and she's through. Lucy Butstein now onto the wind chimes. Almost halfway through this Stage 3 course already. Remember, she finished Stage 3 last season. Made the course a little bit harder for this season. A brand new obstacle here in the wind chimes. This is actually supposed to be the first obstacle. You're supposed to move them with you as the floating poles. But that was determined too hard in testing, with all the testers but one falling on it. Taking a break before the wind chimes, going to wipe off her shoes. Needs to make sure she has the best grip possible on that PVC. PVC very slick. Grip her whole arm around it. Her hands can't really fit around it. I believe guys like Theo Frater, their hands are bigger. They can fit around it. Lucy really has to grip it with her forearms just to get her whole arm around it. Got to adjust it. Got to make it into that landing circle. Is she going to go? Oh, slipping down. Barely makes it. Now the dismount. Got to pull back on that pipe. And she is going to do it. She clears. Now onto a new obstacle, the floating ball swing. Going to get some chalk from Wilson Bob. Wilson, probably the most trustworthy person with chalk. I believe Theo's going to choose him to carry his chalk too. Lucy grabbing a hold of that bolt. Got to unhook the cannonballs and hook them again on the tiny little hooks. Those eye bolts, just 3/8 of an inch thick. Taking her time here, grabbing the eye bolt. And struggling to get this first cannonball unhooked. Lucy Butstein having trouble here on the floating ball swing. Getting a big swing though. She might be able to make the dismount without even making any moves, but she goes down and Lucy's season is over. It will not be a repeat total victory for Lucy Butstein. Next up is Wilson Bob. This is his 2nd time ever on Stage 3. Lucy's 2nd time in a row. Will's 2nd time ever. Will taking his sweet time in the ring toss. I believe he missed his first placement. He barely gets through. That took up a lot of energy, though. And you need all the energy you can get for the next few obstacles. The pegboard straight into the small cliffhanger. Gonna get some chalk from his buddy Theo. There's a lot of it. Gonna need some of that for the cliffhanger. Makes it up to the pegboard. Will he try to make a placement or will he go straight to the ledge? He does. He goes straight to the ledge like Lucy does. He's cleared the pegboard though already, so he doesn't have to do it, but he goes down! Can't make that peg placement, but he did clear the pegboard by touching that cliffhanger. Will was not too pleased. Next up is Theo Frater. He will be our final runner unless he clears. First time ever on stage 3. And a little out of rhythm already on the ring toss. You really need to get through these early obstacles fast. Ooh, he hooked it on the edge of the hook. Almost fell off. Now Theo is on to the pegboard. Gonna get some chalk from his buddy Will. Getting plenty. Will gonna probably give him some advice. Yeah, he's talking about it. Talking about how slick his hands are. Now onto the pegboard, and he's well. I mean, I don't know if that's legal. I think the rule is that you have to get 2 hands hanging on the first cliffhanger, then you can touch. And once you get 2 hands on that first cliffhanger, you cannot go back to the pegs. He is now onto the pegboard. Going to pre-place the pegs. That is fully legal, I believe. Grabbing onto the pegs. He did not clear the obstacle yet, though. Needs to get a hand on that cliffhanger. No, and he goes down. So Theo Frater falls on just the second obstacle of stage 3. There's your final leaderboard. Those 3 athletes made it to stage 3. Stella Fogarty and Larry Butstein unfortunately went down early stages. So we will see you next time on season 25 of ANWB.